Okay, this is September 30th. This is the last trading day of the month, and it's also the last trading day of the quarter, Q3. So I just wanted to go over a specific trade opportunity today because it was so clean and very, very textbook. Um, and I think it was one of the better trade setups of this entire month, and I really want to just solidify it into memory. So the context of this potential trade was that we had this balance that formed on yesterday's session up until the open from the 67.14.15 range to the 66.96 range low. So this kind of transpired last session. It continued out in the pre-market session, right? Held this balance, and then it also continued right into the open. So there was a particular moment in the open where I saw a really nice setup transpire here at the range low. The range low is the same thing as 66.96, same price level as this blue line here, 66.96. And so really only looking to trade on the edges. That is, either at the 10 14s or the 66.96. So as price was coming into this range low, I noticed an exorbitant amount of selling, right? And what I want to put emphasis on is every other footprint bar up until this point has, there's minus 470 delta there, minus 106 delta there, minus 221 delta, minus 180 delta, minus 19, positive delta over there. The footprint bar that transpired before the B shape transpired was had a lot of sell volume, which I will play. I just really wanted to put emphasis on it because that was a very good contextual piece of evidence for this type of failed break setup. I speed it up a little bit here, and I think it was on this bar right here. I'll stop when the bar is complete. Actually, I can just... Okay. All right. So, like I said before, 461 delta, minus 461 delta here, 221, all those negative deltas over there. But look at this footprint bar. Minus 1377 red aggressive sellers on this bar. And that was good context, right? So I'm watching that here, and we're not really selling off further. So then this next bar appears. And I think it'll stop at the closure of this bar as well. Yeah, perfect. So a very nice B occurs, right? Nice B occurs here. You can see there's actually more selling right here at the low of this B area. Minus 159 delta, minus 251, 115, 169. And then on top of that, like I said before, this bar had 1377 delta on it. Of sellers, yet the market wasn't selling off. In fact, it was defending this range low. The range low is what matters because that's the location of this trade, right? It was at the range low, which has been defending for the past couple of trading sessions. So ideally, the entry could have just been here as soon as we saw the aggressive buyers coming up, but also another good entry would have been the 6700s because that is where there was aggressive volume, right? And so the theory would be that a reclaim at it or above it would probably push the idea that we would probably go ahead and test the 10s, which was the pre-market swing high right here, the 10s. And so yeah, I mean, entry here, this would have played out quite well. entry there, and stop loss back at this green line here at the 96s. And this was a solid trade idea. And I really want to get better at entering at the precise moments for these B-shaped reversals. So good context here with the failed selling, and then the B-shaped buyers came in, and I think pretty sure it hit the target. Yeah, right there, it hit the target, and could have been a nice 10-point gain, or even more than that depending on where the entry was. But very, very nice.